Hello everyone, this is Governor Ed Rendell and I want to welcome you to this exciting inaugural celebration. The Ballard Law Firm is headquartered in Philadelphia, but we have offices in both Wilmington, Delaware, the new capital of the country, and Washington, D.C. We're thrilled to have represented both the Biden campaign, the DNC, and other Democratic entities in trying to ensure that every Pennsylvanian had the right to vote and had that vote counted. It was an exciting election and a great victory by the Biden-Harris team. I've been fortunate enough to know Joe Biden almost back to his college days. When he was in college at the University of Delaware, he dated Judge Rendell's older sister. And the judge's family has known Joe since he was in college. And I began to become friends with Joe some 35, 40 years ago. And during my time as mayor of Philadelphia and as governor of Pennsylvania, Joe Biden was like our third senator. He was terrific. He came through for us when we needed him. He gave us good advice. He was a great senator, a great leader, and I think he's going to be a great president. And he's joined by an exciting young new face on the political scene in Kamala Harris, who I think will be a very impactful vice president. So congratulations to Joe, to Kamala, to the country, because I think we're going to bring this country together. It's not going to be easy, but I think we can do it, and Joe Biden's the man to do the job.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Nancy Patton Mills. I'm the chair of the Pennsylvania Democratic Party.
And I'm Betsy Maron, the chair of the Delaware Democratic Party.
Thank you so much for joining us to celebrate the inauguration of Joe Biden as the 46th President of the United States.
Nancy and I are thrilled to be here, representing the two home states of Joe Biden. It's an exciting day for our nation, and it's also exciting for everyone in Pennsylvania and Delaware.
That's absolutely right, Betsy. So Betsy and I decided that we'd put together an event for you to celebrate this historic inauguration.
We will hear from elected officials, both from Delaware and Pennsylvania, hear some musical acts, and hear from our president, Joe Biden.
Feel free to engage in the conversation using the chat feature on this page. We'd love to hear from you.
And Nancy, are we ready to go?
I think so, definitely. Pennsylvania and Delaware, let's kick things off with an electrifying performance from Jeff Bradshaw and the All Call Band.
Greetings, we're back, the All Call Band. Jeff Bradshaw, Big Sam, Trey, and the All Call Band. Did you feel it? When Joe Biden said, I'm going to rock with Kamala Harris. Did you feel it? Democratic Party, did you feel it? I felt it. Did you feel it? I sure did. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Did you feel it? 1, 2, 3. Come on. Clap, 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 clap.
Hello, everyone. Senator Bob Casey here. It's Inauguration Day. Happy Inauguration Day. I'm here with my friend, Senator Chris Coons from the state of Delaware. You know, we have this competition for Joe Biden. He was born in Scranton, spent a lot of time there, but of course he represented Delaware. And we're grateful to have both states represented. Chris, thank you for your service, and thanks for doing so much good work to get Joe Biden and Kamala Harris elected president and vice president.
Great to be with you, Bob, and thanks to everybody who's watching from Delaware and Pennsylvania. This is a really stirring Inauguration Day, and it is my joy and our shared thrill to be able to say, President Joe Biden, the son of Scranton, favorite son of Delaware, someone who began his elected service here on Newcastle County Council, represented Delaware in the Senate for 36 years, and then served all of us as vice president for 8 years. He is one of the best grounded, best trained, most experienced presidents in American history, and with an amazing partner in governing in our former colleague in the Senate, Kamala Harris. So he long was known as the third senator from Pennsylvania. Bob, you willing to share some of the credit for Joe Biden?
No, he earned it because he represented Delaware, but he helped people in Pennsylvania all the time. And I remember his work as senator, but also especially his work as vice president when he was helping people across the country. You know, Chris, it's interesting that as we begin a new term, the Biden-Harris presidency, that we're in the midst of the worst public health crisis in a century and the worst jobs and economic crisis in at least many decades. Some believe the worst since the Great Depression. And I can think of no one who is more uniquely qualified and capable to take on this task. But we're also a country that's divided, and we've got so many challenges coming at us. Joe Biden is someone who can lead with both his experience and his empathy and his basic decency and integrity. And I think a lot of Americans are yearning for that at this dark time. So although it's been a difficult and terrible year, and especially even the last couple of days, we're confident that Joe Biden can lead us and can help unify our country.
That's right, Bob. I still remember when Joe and I first sat down and he asked me, did I think he should run for president in 2020? I told him I thought he was just the right man for this moment, just the right person to lead us forward. And that's because of the ways in which he's rooted in his family and his faith. He's never forgotten where he's from. He's always fought for folks like those he grew up with in Scranton and in Claymont, in Pennsylvania and Delaware. But as 2020 ground on, and as all the challenges you just reminded us of, the pandemic, the deep racial divisions and the Black Lives Matter protests, the economic inequality, and the struggle to move forward from the pandemic, both in terms of our internal divisions and the infection of this pandemic. As 2020 went on and we saw President Trump fail to lead as president, and we saw Joe Biden's decency, experience, character, and vision, it became clearer and clearer he was the right person for this moment. Look, the tragic and challenging events of recent days means it's more urgent than ever that our country come together, that we hear Joe's inspiring message from his inaugural speech today, that we reflect on the ways in which he's challenged us to serve, to support each other, to engage, and to move our country forward. And Bob, I am so excited to get to work to deliver the results that Joe and Kamala are going to make possible for all of us, and to be a part of delivering those solutions for the families of Delaware and Pennsylvania with you, my friend and colleague, Bob Casey.
Well, Chris, thank you for what you've said about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and what the work you've done as a public official, and especially your work in the Senate. So let's start that unifying of our country for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris by unifying around beer. I have Pennsylvania beer here. I'm told that you might have some Delaware beer there. So
my dogfish head from Milton, Delaware. So
I have Trogs from Hershey. Let's say cheers to Joe Biden, President, Kamala Harris, Vice President, and the people of Delaware and Pennsylvania. God bless and cheers.
Cheers. God bless.
God bless.
Good afternoon, everyone, and happy Inauguration Day. We made it. I am so excited, like all of you, to turn the page and to begin to build back better. I want to tell a quick story about our new vice president and give a word of advice to our new president. You know, about 15 years ago, Kamala and I were fellows at the Aspen Institute together. And part of that was doing a whole lot of assigned reading so we could have robust discussions. All of us would gather to discuss the reading we'd done, and I would spend hours preparing, hours reading, hours taking notes and getting ready, making sure that I had my points ready for discussion. And every single time I showed up for that discussion, Kamala would chime in first and make a point that totally blew away anything that I, or frankly anyone else, was going to say. She's brilliant, capable, and perfectly suited to work with President Biden to repair our country and make America more fair and equal. So to our new president, the son of Delaware and Pennsylvania, take this advice from me. Don't even try to outsmart Kamala. And don't feel bad when she makes a brilliant point that you probably hadn't even thought of yet. It's happened to all of us, and it's why she's going to be a great vice president and why you made an outstanding choice. Thanks to all of you for what you've done this year to elect this new administration. Let's move forward.
Hello, Democrats, Delaware and Pennsylvania. I'm Tom Carper, United States Senator from Delaware. I have the privilege of serving with Senator Chris Coons and Senator Bob Casey and Congresswoman Lisa Blunt Rochester. We're delighted to be your neighbors. You know, Delaware and Pennsylvania used to be one and the same. And about 332 years ago, William Penn landed in, not Pennsylvania, not Penn's Landing, but in Newcastle, Delaware, carrying with him the deed that what would become Delaware and Pennsylvania. And we were one until June 15, 1776, when Delaware gave Pennsylvania its independence, and a couple of weeks later declared our independence from Britain. In those days, the people in 13 colonies, they didn't want to have a king. They didn't want to have a monarch. And the Constitution, which was written up in Philadelphia, first ratified in Delaware, said, no, we don't want a king. We don't want a king. We don't want a monarch. We want to be able to choose our own leaders. And every now and then we have the chance to choose an extraordinary leader. And we have a guy who wanted to be king, wanted to be a monarch here. He's gone. He's on his way back to Mar-a-Lago. Good for him. And he's being replaced by a guy who's humble, somebody who tells the truth, somebody who has the heart of a servant, somebody who treats other people the way he wants to be treated, somebody who surrounds himself with just the best people he can find, someone who focuses on excellence in everything we do, someone who gives credit to other people, and it's a blessing in our lives. So we're grateful for his willingness to run, to unite our party, and with the help of the good Lord and a lot of us, we're going to unite our country and march off into a bright new future. Thank you, Pennsylvania, for giving birth, if you will, to Joe Biden, giving us a chance to raise him and to share him with our country and with the world. Go Pennsylvania, go Delaware. God bless you.
Yes! Hit it, Willie! Boys and girls across the USA, I love you so much. Put your hands in the air. Yes, you at home, put your hands in the air. I want you to say one word for me. One word. Say yes! Yes! Come on, say yes! Yes! I love you all so much. There's so much to look forward to in these times, even though they're hard. We are going to build great things. We are going to do great things. We're going to take care of each other. You know why? Because we're tough. And we're sweet like a cookie. You, boys and girls across the USA, you are tough cookies, and I love you so much. Put your hands up. Sometimes I'm right, and I can be wrong. My own beliefs are in my soul. Drummer and then makes no difference when my man. Come on. Oh, and everyday people, yeah. There is a blue that doesn't look the green, that doesn't look the skin, but living with the rap one. Different strokes for different folks.
Hello to my home state, Delaware, and to my birth state, Pennsylvania. I'm Congresswoman Lisa Blunt Rochester, and I am proud and pleased to join you today as we celebrate the inauguration of President Joe Biden. I've had the honor of serving as co-chair of the President's Inauguration Committee, as well as guiding the search for his historic vice presidential pick, Kamala Harris. As we celebrate Inauguration Day, let's keep in mind the legacies of all those who came before us and made it possible to usher in a Biden-Harris administration. As we embark on the next 4 years, let us all play our part. I have no doubt that President Biden and Vice President Harris will be the leaders to guide America into a new and bright era. Today's inauguration showcases the type of administration we can expect from Joe and Kamala, one that fosters unity and works hard to improve the lives of all Americans. Joe and Kamala will listen to the science as we navigate through the pandemic. They will prioritize building back the middle class and increasing job opportunities. Most importantly, they will work hard to unify the American people. Today, you, the voters of Delaware and Pennsylvania, have something to celebrate. Thank you for making this day a reality. Stay safe, take care, and have a wonderful evening.
Good evening, Delaware and Pennsylvania Democrats.
All right, folks. Jill and I are so grateful to be with you tonight, to hear with all of you. And I know that we're all disappointed not being able to gather in person for this historic moment. But I'm glad we can be together virtually and that you all are safe and able to enjoy the inauguration from home. You know, we've all given so much support. You've just stepped up for us and for me and for Jill and our family through the years. And you know, we weren't going to let this day pass without stopping by and saying thank you to all of you from our childhood homes.
Yes, from our childhoods to our days at university to raising our children, Pennsylvania and Delaware have profoundly shaped who we are as individuals and as a family. And this is where we learn the values that have always been our guide.
That means honesty, decency, treating people with respect and dignity, giving everyone a fair shot, giving hate no safe harbor, leaving no one behind. That's what we learned in Pennsylvania and Delaware. And we carry those values wherever we go, including to the White House. That I promise you.
Over the years, we faced triumphs and tragedies together, some that felt like we might not survive. But your steadfast love and support carried us through, and we truly cannot thank you enough. From the early days of our campaign until today, this movement has always been for those who've been knocked down and counted out. And together, we showed what we can accomplish with kindness and courage and persistence. And as we begin a new chapter for our country on Inauguration Day, we will continue to work together to create a future that works better for all Americans.
It's not hyperbole to say this. From the bottom of our hearts, we want to say thank you. Thank you. You've always been for this. In good times and bad, you've been with us. With your help, we, God willing, will change the course of history. Together, we'll restore the soul of this nation. It's the honor of my lifetime to be your next president. And remember that there's nothing we're unable to do when we do it together as one. So stay safe. God bless you, and may God protect our troops.
That was a great message from our new president. What do you think, Betsy?
I agree. It was a fantastic display of pride that Delaware and Pennsylvania have for our president, Joe Biden.
Absolutely. And to all the voters from PA and Delaware watching, thank you for joining us today.
We hope you enjoy the program. You can follow us on Twitter at DelDems.
And to stay up to date with the PA Democratic Party, follow us at PA Dems.
Take care, stay safe, have a great day.
And thank you, everybody, for joining us today.